This is your midday edition of news for Thursday, January 18th, 2024. I'm DeAndre Hamilton. Magnetic Media has the news that matters most. Beaches is hosting a job fair on Thursday, January 25th from 8:30 a.m. and you are invited to build a career in hospitality. Looking for concierge manager, boat captains, scuba instructors, concierge agents, wedding planners, stewards, laundry attendants, social media coordinator, VIP driver, dining room servers, security officers, room technicians, plus so many more opportunities. Bring your updated resume, local status document, passport or birth certificate, and remember you got benefits like healthcare, education and training, and staff transportation. Beaches, hiring smiles with a job fair on January 25th. The U.S. Virgin Islands, specifically the island of St. Thomas, is looking to artificial reefs to protect its shoreline. With climate change upon us, we wanted to find out whether the Turks and Caicos could be headed in a similar direction. Amy Avenant of the DECR gives us some information on where we stand.
Our reefs have been protected through our legislation, our National Parks Ordinance, for a really long time. Our corals are really vulnerable and up against a lot. So to answer your question, is it something we're considering now? No, because we're fortunate enough to have some kind of stability. Is it something we may have to consider? It's difficult to predict the future. It's certainly one way of, or just another way of leaning into coral conservation.
While the Turks and Caicos is not considering an artificial reef as yet, no one knows what the future holds, but the advice from Avenant is to be proactive in protecting what we now have and encouraging new growth. A new report regarding how UK teens see climate change has revealed that a staggering one-third of them believe reports of climate change are overblown. The Center for Countering Digital Hate says a new wave of climate denial videos is targeting teens, pushing the idea that climate solutions are too expensive, do not work, and climate science is unreliable. The Guardian, in highlighting the report, pointed out similarities in some of the rhetoric to current UK policies. The UK leads climate action for overseas territories, some of the most vulnerable countries globally, including the Turks and Caicos Islands. Magnetic Media is your news leader.
Stop missing out on the selections and savings at Sam's Club on Leeward Highway. Nobody stocks more Sam's Club brand. Paper products to the roof. Cereal, best prices to the roof. Pet food, laundry, cleaning items, drinks and snacks, all stocked out, you guessed it, to the roof. Back to school? Check. Storm supplies? Check. Every day Sam's Club has what you need at affordable prices. Stop in today, because if you're not shopping at Sam's Club, you're paying too much.
Almost 2 years to the date on the reveal of the Belfield Landing Master Plan, Minister Arlington Musgrove, Twin Islands elected member, the press, residents, and other key stakeholders will return to North Caicos to cut the ribbon on the new boat slips which complement the redeveloped Welcome Center. The January 2022 plan was to create a modern port for the ferry, which brings thousands of visitors and residents from Providenciales into North and Middle Caicos each year, and 16 new boat slips. The unveiling is set for January 26, informed the Ports Authority. This project is part of the long-term Belfield Landing redevelopment, which also includes dredging of the canal. Hygienist or Jean Leon, head of the Caribbean Development Bank, CDB, recently made a trip into the Turks and Caicos Islands and held courtesy meetings with both Washington Mizik, the TCI's premier, and Delini Daniel Selvaratnam, the TCI's governor. The meetings, we are told, revolved around the strategic focus of the CDB in respect of overseas territories, capacity building, and commitment to infrastructure development. If you missed the deadline to take advantage of the new TVET programs at the Turks and Caicos Islands Community College, the deadline has been extended to January 31st. Courses include cosmetology, office administration, and more. Tuition is free for Islanders and British Overseas Territories citizens. As of February 1st, the airport redevelopment tax in the Turks and Caicos will increase from $20 to $35. The Turks and Caicos Islands Airports Authority says this is to facilitate adequate funding for the improvement of all 6 airports across the islands. This increase will affect all tickets bought on or after this date. After a door flew off an Alaska Air Boeing aircraft in midair, a lawsuit has been filed alleging the Boeing supplier, Spirit Aerosystems, has had repeated and sustained quality defects with their other parts. A CBC News report indicates that the suit was filed months before the dangerous door plug incident. Meanwhile, Spirit Aerosystems has denied those claims. That does it for the news in your midday. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, MMTV Caribbean.